A little update video. Yesterday I hooked up a 40-gallon water heater and not using it for heating, just as a water storage tank. That's the old electric one that I took out. And I hooked the hydronic tubing up to the tubes that are going in and out of the house. And I'm just makeshift for now. Driving the heat from the boiler straight into it without the turbine on, and so that allows me to push the heat in and test out the hydronic heating system. And the tile floor is now finished. The grout needs to be sealed. The new cabinets are here. Nothing is set, but the whole kitchen, as you can see, is opened up and pretty much framed in. And so the range will be about here, and you'll be able to see out into the living room and the family room. And the little blue tapes are kind of showing me. I used a little infrared heat sensor to track where the hydronic heating tubing is under the tile. So tile is pretty much done, and I'm working on an LED light bar that will push light into the room. And work on a little diffuser, and there's the countertop. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see the countertop is kind of a charcoal black, but it has these nice iridescent, like abalone shell blue flecks in it. And there you can see where the tile's warm, and if I come sideways, you see kind of the nominal temperature, and then as I come over another heater tube, you see the tile's warm again. So I haven't fully heated the tile up yet. I'm just doing some tests. But it's working, and it feels nice on your bare feet or socks. And then the control box for the turbine and power system is over here, and Jim has the computer screen working. So the thermocouples are, of course, are not hooked up to the boiler right now, but we've got one of them hanging out. So why don't you touch that left one, Jim? And so he's just touching it with his hand, and it's the leftmost one. So the temperature of that goes up in response. And go ahead and hit it with a lighter a little bit. Just a little bit's fine. That's great. And so there it goes. And so those are the thermocouples that will be measuring the steam temperature at different points through the boiler, as well as other places in the system. And then here's the motor. This motor is for the wood chip feed, and so if we punch in a couple of volts, that'll get the motor to giddy up, and you can see it's turning slowly. Now this is the gear motor that feeds a 40-to-1 speed reduction, which means also torque amplification, and that is what drives an 8-inch auger to feed the wood chips in. And at about 1 turn per 6 seconds on this is about what you want to produce about 30 kilowatts of flames. So this shows you what the that's auger motor voltage, and Jim's changing now. And so this will allow you to control the fuel feed, which controls the power going into the water / steam, and then in the background, as he's changing things, the information is getting logged so that if anything goes wrong, I'll be able to look into the data log and find out what happened. So things are coming along. Looks like the automatic fuel feed system is up and running and ready to go, and that's about where we are today.